Now let's get it all in perspective.
Everyone, welcome to another exciting broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sports. You'll see the West All-Stars and the East All-Stars. I'll look at the West All-Stars starting group. We've got Russell Westbrook. Durant is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Bryant in at small forward.
And they are on the board first.
Trying to set the tone here early. I like that.
Curry attacking. And he drops it in from the low post.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
And here's the East. Lowry kicks to Anthony. Kobe with the steal. Here's the break. Here's Leonard. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there. Just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
LeBron outside. Puts up a 3. That's good. LeBron's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
That was a smart pass by Wade that time.
Curry wide open. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. It's deflected. Good D by Westbrook.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. Curry with it. Lowry picks him up. Curry gets the bucket. Curry's got 5 now.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. LeBron against Durant. LeBron left side. 5 to shoot. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Boy, oh boy, to be young again. My, oh my. Got me thinking back to my day.
Oh, yeah, right. It does make you nostalgic, doesn't it?
Well, speak for yourself, because I could never throw it down like that. But I will say, it sure looks fun, doesn't it?
Well, Clark, we've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
Yeah, we sure have. I mean, it's been a bit of a windshield wiper game. I mean, back and forth, the lead has gone 5 times, so no one in clear control yet.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Westbrook, and the rejection by James. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. The shot by Curry, no good. On defense, the West All-Stars. And Durant sends it back. But they recover it. Wade kicks to George. Misses the 3. George has gone 1 of 3 from the field here. There's the feed to Curry. The basket good off the assist from Durant. That's 7 points for Steph Curry.
Shots are just flowing from him right now, having a really strong quarter.
James wide open. The West All-Stars pull it in. And Bryant gets it to go.
It doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
And it's the West All-Stars ball. They're on a 13-5 run. Pass to Westbrook. Outside for Curry, and it goes out of bounds. That one's off Anthony.
Risky pass in a situation like that. Very lucky that wasn't a steal.
Fortunate to get it through. I thought he was headed the other way with that one.
And some changes here for the East. Chris Bosh is checked in for Anthony. Jimmy Butler comes in for George. And Thomas subbed in for Kyle Lowry. The West All-Stars also with a sub. Green's checked in. Curry can't get it to go. And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. It's a 5-point game. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard. Drummond's checked in for the East. DeRozan comes in for Dwayne Wade. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Durant. Aldridge comes in for Leonard. Thompson, he's checked in for Russell Westbrook. And it's Paul in for Steph Curry. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
They have got to put a body on him, because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass.
Kicks it out to Paul. Back to Cousins. Paul outside. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Drummond. Butler at the elbow. Fast break. Here we go. Bosh, no one around him. Oh, he touched it while it was in the cylinder. That's offensive basket interference. There's 1:40 left to play in the first quarter. Thompson for the triple. And the foul called on DeMarcus Cousins. That'll be his second foul of the game. Anthony Davis is checked in for DeMarcus Cousins. Outside Butler. Bosh, the screen. Butler attacking. It's good. This game is all even.
What a pass, and then the layup was a bit of a circus move.
Oh, so smooth.
Yeah, he really could have fouled that one up trying for the big slam there, though. Just a nice, solid finish for the layup.
It's stolen by DeRozan. Thomas kicks to Bosh. Back to Thomas. He dishes it to Bosh. And that misses. That would have put him up. There's a minute left in the first quarter. To the middle, deflects the pass, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thomas. And some changes here for the East. Paul Millsap is checked in for Bosh, and it's John Wall in for Thomas. Thompson dishes to Green. And it's Aldridge, top of the key. Just 5 to shoot. Ball outside. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. There's 38 seconds left in the first. Drummond passes to Millsap, feeds the Wall. From deep. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And back and forth we go. That bucket gives us another lead change.
Too many of those to count. These teams have matched each other shot for shot, play for play. It has been impressive.
And taken away by Paul. Davis drives in. Thompson for the triple. The shot misses.
And that's playing into the hands of the defense right there.
No way you can sneak that shot by him, Greg. I mean, he was all on top of that one.
And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. East All-Stars ahead as they dominate the last minutes of the quarter.
And I can't quit. All I know is
So far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the East All-Stars.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
All out there with Dwayne Wade. Then it's Anthony. Then it's LeBron James. And it's Millsap in at the power forward. So that's who the East All-Stars start the second with. Here's Anthony. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Anthony's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the East All-Stars. Plenty of daylight on that shot.
He's got so much junk in his trunk. He'll find a way to hurt you.
And here's Wade. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Soft touch off the glass.
Defender a little hesitant to offer resistance as he bursts to the hoop.
Outside Curry. Steps back and fires. No good. The East All-Stars go the other way with it. Pass to Carmelo. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And, Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
So the timeout taken here, the first for the West All-Stars.
Yeah, it looks like he saw some things out there that need to be adjusted, and he's going to take a break here and talk it over.
Hey, you know, coaches sometimes need a break in the action to rethink and retool a bit. Anytime you're in that situation, it makes sense to use the timeout.
And the East with some changes. Wash comes in for Paul Millsap. And Thomas subbed in for John Wall. Then for the West All-Stars, DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Bryant. Anthony Davis comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Harden in for Russell Westbrook. Here's Curry. Finished off the break. Curry's got 9.
Impressive fast break there. They did a great job advancing the rock with the pass.
Harden against Wade. LeBron right side. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. James has gone 2 for 5 tonight. And Harden wide open. He shoots. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Harden's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Wade drives in, and the foul called on Anthony Davis. That's his first foul. And the East All-Stars making a change here. George is checked in.
Paul George.
And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for the East. Thomas lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And it's Paul George with the foul. That's his first foul. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. It's Curry with the drive and finished off by Davis.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
Here's Thomas and Steph Curry with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Fades and shoots. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
The defense needs to play tight on him, and that's exactly what they did to force that miss. Well done.
And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. Thomas gets a wide open look. His 3-pointers off the mark. Curry kicks to Durant. And that misses. That would have put him up.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And for the ball out of bounds, Davis touched it last. And the East with some changes. Drummond's checked in for Bosch. Jimmy Butler comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's DeRozan in for Thomas. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Anthony Davis. Draymond Green comes in for Kevin Durant. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for James Harden. And Paul's subbed in for Curry. Lowry kicks to Butler. Shot clock at 6. Shot from 12. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't gonna get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
Releases, and it's DeRozan missing.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Lowry has the open look. Butler with the ball. Now Green defending. And stolen by Cousins. And he's going up for the alley-oop. The rebound by Paul George. George has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. The shot by Lowry, no good. It's a close game here in Toronto. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
The shot's good from Paul.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Paul Millsap's checked in for the East. Wall comes in for Kyle Lowry. The West All-Stars also with the sub. Lyons checked in. And here's Wall outside. Shoots the 3. Drummond dishes to Butler. Launches a 3. Can't hit. Some solid defense from Bryant. They could retake the lead after trailing for a while.
Nice work to hang around and just give yourself a chance. Put yourself in position.
They now take the lead. 55 seconds left in the first half. Stolen by Thompson. Here we go, one-on-one. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Green, no luck.
Oh, boy, that would have been a nice alley-oop.
Boy, really liked the thought on that play, but didn't quite get it executed. Almost made a spectacular.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Butler. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. Kevin Durant's checked in for Aldridge. Leonard comes in for Green. Russell Westbrook's checked in for Thompson. And Curry subbed in for Paul.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Leonard. It's Wall with the drive. Outside for Millsap. The wide open look here for DeRozan.
We'll see if they can make some adjustments at halftime to try to get him some easier looks and get him on track. Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Nice way there, guys, to finish up that possession.
Here's Westbrook, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
Sublime stuff, guys. Absolutely sublime.
Clark, he's going to start putting on a show now.
And that's usually how it goes. Once they get that lead, it's all.
And the first half comes.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny, the Jet Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. We'll be looking back at the game's first half. The first half was all about Stephen Curry. He had 12 points, 2 rebounds, and 5 assists. And that's going to do it for now as the second half is almost ready to get started. Back to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. We're going to sit right here and wait for the end of the game and talk at you again.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
You know, we talk so often about making your teammates better, and his ability to see the floor and then make those passes on time in that first half was the key.
Boy, I tell you what, they say he's not a playmaker, but he certainly has fooled me with the way he's performing right now.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. Durant is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Stephen Curry. And there's Bryant. And it's Westbrook in at the 2 spot. LeBron passes to Carmelo. Durant with the steal. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That is his first foul of the game. Left side Curry. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by the East All-Stars. George has got 5 rebounds tonight. Wade misses. Bryant has the open look. Rebound by Anthony.
Boy, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
James takes a big high bounce and goes in. LeBron's got 7 points in the game.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
Curry outside. Outside for Kobe. And if you're just joining us, we've played over a minute here in the third. Good. Bryant's got the lead up to 7 out for the West All-Stars.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Curry outside. Good. And now a 10-point West All-Star lead.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up. Just trying to get a break in the action to clear some heads here. I mean, they've gone ice cold, and not a bad idea to give them a little quick breather.
Yeah, they needed the timeout here. Anything to try to get them to forget about the... miss shots and get themselves back on track.
The West All-Stars making a switch here. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Durant. Green comes in for Bryant. James Harden, he's checked in for Russell Westbrook. And it's Paul in for Curry. Harden against Wade. Harden kicks to Green. To the left side wing. Paul goes in. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Guys, this one is threatening to get really ugly. That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
No hesitation at all on that alley-oop. Saw his teammate with the path to the hoop, and bang! Lobbed it right up there for him.
And he was ready for it, elevated, made the catch. You saw the result.
And you know what, though? I like the fact that he still chose that conservative finish there, just making sure he got the deuce.
To halt the run, and the rejection by Cousins.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's cost him.
Nobody near George. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
I tell you what, I think he'd be happy if he can continue to get looks like that.
Paul goes in. He feeds it to Leonard. And stolen by James. Outside, George. Shoots the three. George missing again.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Paul with the ball. Outside, Green. He kicks to Cousins. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's off from three-point range. Throws it up high. Deflects the pass. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul. New players in now for the East. Then for the West All-Stars. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Cousins. Davis comes in for Kawhi Leonard. It's Thompson in for James Harden. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Yeah, he imposed his will on the defense that time. He was not going to be denied right there.
Wall against Paul, and he lobs it up, and Davis throws it down.
Boy, the pass there floated up to the precise spot where it needed to be.
And no messing around in the finish, huh? He powers it through.
Sure didn't waste any time there.
And, guys, that's an alley-oop I guarantee you we'll be seeing on the highlight reels for the next few days. Nice stroke from long range, and if he keeps getting those opportunities, he better take them.
Paul with the ball. He's picked up by Wall. Inside, stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's DeRozan. And good, coming off the assist by Wall. DeRozan's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the East All-Stars. Now Paul. To the paint. Looking for Aldridge. He gets it there. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
Wall wide open. Again, the miss by Wall.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially, Greg, when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Bosh, a good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Bosh has got his second bucket.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
It's stolen by Wall. And Millsap, here we go. The three from Bosh. The pass to Wall. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Another shot. And it's sent back by Aldridge. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Aldridge. Millsap dishes the Wall. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Wall's got 6 points in the quarter.
All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force of this run.
And the points are starting to add up in a hurry, especially when you're giving up those looks from deep.
On its way from Curry for 2. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. Well, we thought the third quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer.
And even though...
And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. West All-Stars lead by 6. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. They've got Jimmy Butler, D-Wade out there with Isaiah Thomas. Then there's Paul Millsap, and it's James in at the pivot, manning the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for the East All-Stars. Curry outside. They get it again. Here are the East All-Stars. Here's Thomas. Out to Wade. Butler on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. No good from outside. Butler's gone 1 of 4 so far. Kobe against James. Bryant, that's for 2. And the shot is long. And here are the East All-Stars now, trailing by 4. Thomas passes to James. Pulls up on the elbow. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Millsap down low. He's covered by Leonard. Wade kicks to James. There's the dish to Thomas. There's the lob to the hoop. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Butler with the steal. Up the floor. And the basket by Thomas.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
Thomas gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. Curry against Wade. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Paul Millsap. Millsap's got 3 rebounds now in this one. The drive by Wade. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
You know, and after fighting to get back into it, that was the chance there to tie it up.
But you know what? You know, they've come this far. They're not going away now. You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And, guys, anytime it's real tight, you're looking for something that could be potentially a momentum builder. And that's exactly what that play looks to be.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Hi, guys. I had a chance to find out what Mike Budenholzer was discussing with his guys. He really wants them to try to push the tempo here, see if they can get a few easy buckets in transition, saying, listen, we're playing station to station right now. Let's try to catch them off guard, guys. Let's see if they can do exactly that, Kevin.
Lowry against Curry. Shot clock at 6. Three-pointer. Another miss by Curry.
Tell you what, the defense has nothing to worry about out there with him shooting. I mean, he can't dial it in from deep this half at all.
Westbrook with a wide-open look. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his 7th assist in the game. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the West All-Stars.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
Another miss by Curry.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Wade drives in. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Kicks it to Cousins. For 3, Westbrook. Rebound by the East All-Stars. Wade's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And stolen by Cousins. Curry against Lowry. Left side Curry. Dishes it to Cousins. And the foul on Dwayne Wade. That is his first foul of the game. Timeout called here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over. They're leading by 4. There's 1:54 left to play in the final quarter. Now for the West. Davis is checked in for Leonard. Durant comes in for Bryant. James Harden is checked in for Russell Westbrook. And Paul's subbed in for Curry. Harden inside the three-point line. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. 1:50 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And Chris Paul picks up a foul. That's his first foul. 1:44 left in the fourth quarter. Wade dishes to LeBron. Outside for George. And here's Anthony for 3. The rebound by Harden.
And he made sure not to just draw the foul. That was good defense out on the perimeter.
Very good. He's a thinking man's defender. Knows how to bother even the best shooters without being overly aggressive.
Ball against Lowry. Here's James. Nice move. And he lays it up and in. James has got 4 this quarter. And so here are the West All-Stars. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's an 8-point game. The East All-Stars running out of time. And it's Lowry penetrating. Out to Wade. From deep. West All-Stars with the rebound. Now, here is Harden. 52 seconds left in the fourth. And the 3 off target. Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Yeah, it's been really sloppy out there.
Focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play.
Stolen by George. Pass to Anthony. It's stolen by Davis. And here we go. Deflects the pass. And stolen by James. Wade passes to George. Outside Lowry. Takes a 3. Buries it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
There's PG creating for a teammate. Terrific dime drop.
The defense just too soft on that possession. You have to be closer and contest at the rim.
Get ready for your East All-Star.
Timeout called here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over. They're leading by 3. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Seconds left to play here in the fourth. And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That's his 3rd foul so far. On a situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. He's able to hit the second one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And the East All-Stars call time here. They're losing by 4. 12 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, your thoughts?
And a quick bucket and a foul is really the only option at this point.
And the important thing about the foul is who you foul. They don't want to send a top-notch free thrower to the line if they can avoid it.
And Durant sends it back. So it's the West All-Stars picking up the win.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Stephen Curry.
There was nothing they could do to slow him down, Ernie. Man, go into a building on the road and completely control the action like he did, only a few players could do that, Ernie. I'm impressed.
He put on such a well-rounded display offensively. He knew exactly what he wanted to do.